What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in this video I review all of the game passes and go over all of them to know exactly what you're buying in the Mad City store. So before we get into it, please smash that subscribe button, and because this video is mainly to inform you of things and it's not entertainment purposes, I'm not going to give you a long intro, but please subscribe and buy my merch if you do enjoy the video. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Righty, so the first game pass we are going to be looking at is the most expensive one, so we'll go down to expensive to least expensive, and the first game pass we'll be looking at is VIP. So so I don't miss anything, I'm just gonna go to the store, so give me a sec. Okay, so there is a couple of things that are big on this and a couple of things that are relatively small, and so the smallest thing, we'll go from the smallest to the biggest, will be no team limits. So there isn't any team limits. So there normally are team limit there. There normally are team limits, but when you're VIP, there isn't any team limits left. So say the hero team is full, you can still join the hero team when a normal person can't. So that only really affects the gameplay sometimes. Now the next thing is skins. So you get a skin, which is quite a nice skin. It goes at day, I will show you in a sec. Skin, so it's called Stratosphere. So it would be somewhere down here, hold on a second. Okay, so it's right here, so this is the Stratosphere skin. I will put it back to the black skin. It does look good with various things. It's actually almost at the very top, so I'm sort of feel dumb. And then a big thing about this skin is that when you put it to night, then it goes black, like almost completely black. So as you can see, this is relatively black. It's sort of a tiny bit more of a navy blue, but so yeah, this is the Stratosphere skin, and then it has a neutral color. There is a very similar skin like this that's called Gold, where it's like shimmery, and this you purchase for, I believe, 100k. If I'm correct, it's somewhere down here in one of these skins. Gold, yes. So this is Gold, as you can see. You know, it's sort of glimmery, and then it goes darker at night. I can't particularly remember how dark, but I can show you for now if you want to. Oh yes, it just goes yellow. Okay, so just gonna put it back to jet black real quickly. Cool. Okay, right, and then so now I'm just gonna put it back to dead. So the next thing is that you get a golden VIP name tag. So as you can see, normal people, if this dank talks, which is a fan, doesn't have anything beside their name, I have a golden VIP. So as you can see, every time I talk, it has a VIP thing, and whatever I say when you're, I'm not actually going to switch teams, but when you're hero or villain, it will have the VIP thing, villain, etc., prisoner, same thing, so on and so forth. You'll probably see it in a server if you've played a bit. So the next relatively large thing, is double bounties. So when you're a hero, you kill people and you get the bounties, and you obviously get bounties by robbing stores. So what happens is that when you kill someone, say on the board, like on the big board up here, I have 750 bounty. So I now have 800, but you know, so my bounty is $800. So someone without VIP would get $800. Someone with VIP would get 1,600. So if I were to somehow get my own bounty, I would get 1,600 in this fan right here that actually gave me this video idea, so thank you a lot to them. If they got it, they don't have VIP. They would get 800 or 850 because it goes up the longer you're a criminal for. So, now the next, in fact the last large thing is double heists. So this is pretty self-explanatory. You get double everything from jewelry store and all of that stuff over there, bank, etc. All of that thing's there. So you get double money. So for the bank, it's 6,000. For VIP, you get 12,000. Tram is actually more than double. I don't know what's up with that, but it is more than double. I don't know what cart is less, but jewelry store, you get 10,000 instead of 5,000. Casino, 8,000 instead of 4,000. Bank, 6,000 instead of 3,000. And then pyramid, 15,000 instead of 7,500. So this is a really important game pass for getting money. The main thing is getting money, but there is one massive thing to note, and that's that you do not get double money for these little things there. That is not something that you get double money for. You get the same amount of money for these over here. So that is one extremely large thing to note, because that would be way too big, I guess you could say. Okay, so now the next most expensive that we're doing is double XP. So double XP is extremely self-explanatory. You literally just get double XP. Like there's like from can't remember the XP of everything, but for the cargo ship you get 150 normally, you get 300 just for everything. You get double XP. So that it's pretty self-explanatory. There isn't much to say after that. But the next one is heavy weapons. So heavy weapons is a massive, really important vehicle thing. Vehicle thing? No, not vehicle thing. It's a really, really important variable in when you play the game a lot. So essentially there is multiple heavy weapons. I believe there's two, in fact. Is there two? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's two. So there's the AWP and the RPG. Now, so there's two, these are two very, very similar, not similar, relatively different weapons, but they do come from the same game pass, so that's not to be confused. Heavy weapons is not just for RPG, it is also for the AWP. So the AWP is a sniper that you do this, so say stop moving and boom, you can hit them, you don't get a headshot, and they lose 80 damage. So this is very, very similar to the sniper, but it's the AWP. So is the sniper, the only difference is looks, and that the sniper does 40 damage. So now we have the RPG, which is an explosive weapon. So it does a large area around it. As you can see, it's explosive. It's relatively obvious. As it's an RPG, sort of what you expect. But so let's say we go over to our fan that is helping us right here, and so say I put it right here, they got hit. Now I'm just going to real quickly wait to heal, and then I will show you another example. Okay, so now they're fully healed. Even when you do there, they still got hit, and then obviously when it's like this right there, then the same damage gets done again. No headshots. There isn't any difference if they either get hit or they do not get hit. So for the next game pass, we have Swat. There's also Scar, that's the same price, but we will look at that afterwards, as SWAT does have more content to go over. So with SWAT, you get a couple of things. So the first, I would almost say largest one, well, it technically is the largest one, is the SWAT. Now this is actually the Stratosphere skin, the skin that you get from being VIP. So this is the SWAT van. So you get this automatically from buying the SWAT Game Pass. It doesn't have any, it's literally just a 6-seater vehicle, so as you can see, 6 seats right here, you can fit 6 people in it, including yourself, and it's actually a relatively good vehicle. It's really good for going around with a massive group of people, especially fans, for me, in actual fact. So I use this a relative amount when I have more than 4 people. Before 4 people, though, I do use the Infinity. Okay, so next is the Scar. So the Scar is... oh, actually, I lied. Okay, so the next part of the SWAT Game Pass is the M4A1. So the M4A1 is a gun, again. It isn't actually in here. I don't know why I'm there. Okay, so now that we are at gun, as you can see, this is the M4A1 right here. It's mainly because it's, you know, it's a SWAT thing, so that makes sense. So essentially what this does is you can shoot it rapidly, so it's much faster than the AK-47, as you can see. So if we compare this to the normal AK-47, then it's a lot slower. It does seem relatively similar, but trust me, it's much faster. So if we compare the differences, okay, so first we're going to do the AK-47. So as you can see, it pretty self-explanatory. Both are good guns, but so I'll take that, and then we will just wait for him to come back. Okay, so now that we have the M4A1 and he is right there, as you can see, it goes slightly quicker. It's not a very important time quicker, so I definitely wouldn't. Well, you can choose. It is quicker, but it's mainly your choice. So next Game Pass is the Scar. So the Scar is a really good gun. So this is 300 Robux as well, and it's just for the gun. So as you can see, this does 15 damage per hit, and it does slightly slower than the I don't know. I said wait, I'm just gonna TP him straight back. And it does go back slightly slower than the it shoots slightly slower than the M4A1 and the AK. So I'm pretty sure it shoots at the same speed as the AK, but it just essentially does 15 damage, and that's the main difference. So it's actually really quite good. So then the next Game Pass are the 2 emote packs. And so emote pack 1 is essentially just so you get, I'm not 100% sure, hold on, it might say what it is in. Okay, so for the emote packs, so we'll do both of them together, sort of. So they are both 200 Robux, and it's basically what emotes you prefer. So the first emote from emote pack 1 is dab. So it's essentially just you dab just once, that's it. So the second one is Orange Justice. So Orange Justice, if you don't know, it is it's a Fortnite emote, very well known in Fortnite, and so yeah, that's the Orange Justice. And so next is Pump It, which I'm pretty sure is down here. No, it's not. It is. Hold on. Pump It. Yeah, there we go. It's like boom, boom. Yeah, so you're stepping and things like that. And so the next large one is Flossin', which everyone knows what the floss was. I do not know what that sound is outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but anyway. So the next one is Wiggle. So Wiggle is, you know, it's slightly... Whoever's making that noise is really annoying. So this is relatively similar to the floss, but, you know, okay. So then is Hype. So Hype is, it's very hyper, I guess you could say. So Hype, it's just, yeah, you know, you're basically, yeah. Anyway, so next is Take the L, which is essentially used for toxic use. It's like loser type thing, you know, I'm not really a toxic person, don't really use this. Okay, so next is Best Mates, which I quite like this emote. It's why do I keep on going to settings. It's a nice emote. It's right here. So by the way, all of these have music, but some of the music is copyrighted, and that's not cool. Okay. Anyway, so the next one is Emote Pack 2. So you get most of my favorite emotes. So you get Electric Shuffle, which has a really, really cool music to it. I really like it. This is probably one of my favorite emotes, definitely one of my favorite emotes. And then there's Sprinkler, which is right here. So yeah, it's basically just like a DJ thing where you're going around, you know, it's pretty basic. Then it is the Infinite Dab, so it's slightly up from dab. You're dabbing all the time. It's a very 2016 thing. But anyway, next is Pop-Lock. So Pop-Lock is a relatively cool emote. It's like, you know, it's quite hip-hoppy. It's a very hip-hop emote. And then there's Slytherin. So this is actually a pretty cool emote. It's basically called the Worm, I'm pretty sure. So you go into the ground, and never mind, I'm completely wrong, I'm dumb. Okay, anyway, we're going to move on from that. Next is Robot. So Robot is a really, really cool emote. So as you can see over here, you're basically like a robot. It's pretty cool. So next is Squat Kicks. So Squat Kicks is sort of like the cheese thing. So you're on your thing and you're doing squat kicks. It's very hard to do in real life, by the way. And then next is Dance Move, which is also known as the default dance. Where is it? Dance Moves. Yeah, so those are all of the emote packs. Now let's move on to the pet customization. So the Pet Plus is mainly for police. So I will be a police real quickly, and wait a second. And so it's by out here, so just outside of the prison, there's a police station thing right here that has a big bone on top of it. And so without Pet Plus, it has to be brown. I don't believe that you can change the color, and you can't give it a name. So you get all of this stuff right here. So you can change the color, make it anything you want, black, gray, white, cream, etc. We're just gonna make it gray for now. And so, not gonna lie, that does look mildly white, but you know, oh well. And so then for these, I believe you can, oh no, never mind, it has a name. So the ball is something that I'm pretty sure, yeah, you throw and you just play fetch with your dog. The frisbee, I'm pretty sure is like the exact same thing. Oh, and your dog does level up from that. So yeah, you know. And then the pong is also another thing that's very similar. As you can see, it does seem like it goes a tiny bit further. But so the treats are basically similar to the throwing toys, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so then they go down and eat it, and for some reason you get more XP. So Pet Plus is definitely the worst Game Pass. I would only buy it if you are buying all of the Game Passes. So now for the next Game Pass is actually a really large Game Pass, and I have to admit something that I really, really like. So if we're in a car and go over to the garage, so right over here, as you can see, we're in our Fury, and so we go into the garage and we get greeted with the customization screen. So the customization screen, what you can do is you can change the skins, window color, etc. This is a very you know, it makes your car look good and look what you want. And you also here, you change your suspension, you can make it low, high, monster, default, etc. All of these cost money, by the way. Turbo, supercharged, changing your engine, all of that stuff. You can change your spoiler, color, all of that stuff. The purple, we can change the underglow. I don't have any of these, to be honest. And then you can also change your skin, your rims, to all of these. Anything you want, you can basically do. So that's the garage. Now, for mobile customization, what you can do is you can be anywhere in the whole map, and you can be in a car and go shop, and you go straight to this menu. For me, I actually really like this and use it a lot. I wouldn't say it's definitely not the most Game Pass that you want to get. If you were going to get a Game Pass, then get some other Game Passes, but it is one that I do use. So, now another thing about it is that, say you aren't in your thing, you can go to the gun shop. So if you don't know, this is by the gun store, and this is where you customize your guns. So as you can see, you may have noticed before on the M4A1 and the AWP, etc., I had the lava customization thing. You can change it to all of these. That actually looks really sick. You know, all of these ones, most of the time, a lot of people just use one thing for one gun. However, say Tech 9, I don't actually have lava for this. You have to buy the things for separate guns, which I'm not a massive fan of, to be honest, but it is what it is. So now that's actually it for the Game Passes. There isn't any more Game Passes. That's all of them covered. I lie, it isn't. So now we have vehicle radio. So vehicle radio is also 200 Robux. You essentially just get a song and then you put it in there. It's basically, it's a very bad radio, to be honest. You can't really make a playlist, you can't save songs. It's just that. That's it. Apparently this radio is going to be really, really good in Chapter 2, so I'm excited to see that. So other than that, that was the last Game Pass, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Catch you later.